Hi, hello to everybody. Um, Welcome to the BAS Challenge, Digital Challenge program. This is our fourth day. We are, as you know, probably all of you know, we have been on Tuesday with Andreas giving us a lecture about open source and free technologies. Then on Wednesday, we were looking at the wiki. What is a wiki? How to use it? Yesterday, we were also having this Hubs by Mozilla, that is a web virtual environment, a virtual world where we can use all of our 3D models and be together and invite people to join us. And today we will see, we will have a look to the software OBS. OBS is a program that will permit us to have like a TV channel. We can do streaming and we can be recording our streaming. So let's have a look first to the very short presentation to get the big picture of it. So what it is OBS? OBS is a free and open source software for video recording and live streaming. It is like to have a TV channel at your home. What can I do? I can capture my screen. I can capture one or two more cameras, whatever. I can visualize documents. I can play multimedia files, animations, insert text, to see websites. So I can do many things with OBS. It's very versatile and flexible. But for example, to do what? But for example, to do a video demo, imagine that you have your model is in Blender already and you have done it, but you don't want to make all the render that you need to do to make an animation, a proper animation, a proper video. Then you can just go here, capture your screen with OBS, and then be recording an animation or whatever from your Blender uh, project, and it will be recorded in a video. Or you can do a TV program with different cameras, like to do a proper set. Or you can do a lecture, doing a streaming lecture where you can use all that we have said, a presentation, audio, video, put yourself into the streaming. So it is like a TV channel. Now let's go to see. This is important because this is how this actually work. So let's imagine that we are this person that is so happy there, and that is the person that is using Open Broadcaster software. That can be the lecture itself, or the blogger, the video blogger, or the person who owns this TV channel. So then you use Open Broadcaster software, and there you prepare your video, your output. And when your output is as you like, as you want, then you stream that output to a platform, to a streaming platform. That can be Vimeo, can be Facebook Live, can be YouTube, can be Twitch. There are many different. And then from that platform, it goes to all your users, all your followers, all your fans. This is what we are doing actually now. For example, you are all following me by YouTube, but actually I'm not using YouTube directly. I am using another program that is the one that is streaming to YouTube. Okay? So here it's like, why? Why do I need so many programs? But this is the answer. The internet power that we need to do this. To broadcast, when we are using OBS, we are doing an output, a video output with all the elements that we want there, but we are only streaming to one place, that is the platform. These platforms, we all know, they have a lot of servers dedicated only to stream video and to play videos. So they do the force, actually, the streaming force, they do it. We don't have to do it. We are only streaming one signal. So this, the internet power that we need is enough to the one that we have at home or in our offices. Okay? And now there is another thing that is very, very important to understand, because when you are working with open broadcaster software, or another one, or Jitsi, or whatever, whatever program you use here, in this case we are talking about OBS, you need to tell to OBS where are you going to streaming. If you are going to do to YouTube or to Vimeo or to, and how do you say that? Do you say that through a connection key? So if you don't have that connection key, even if you say streaming, you will never stream because the program doesn't know where. So you first have to do this connection between your program and the platform. And this connection, how can I find this connection key? This connection key is give it to you by the platform, by YouTube, by Twitch, by Facebook Live. Okay? So we are going today, in order to see something a little bit different too, we are going to see how to do it in Twitch instead to be in YouTube, that is where you are right now. So let's see first how to go to, let's go to the OBS project, so we can, there you can download your program. So now I am here again. Now I'm going to share another screen. Okay, this is the OBS Studio web page. As you can see there, I mean, the program is multi-platform, so you can have for Windows, for Mac, or for Linux, whatever your platform is. So you download the program, and when you are installing it, it's asking you many questions. Just do it all automatically. Next, 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 next. It's coming. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I have to stop. It should be now. The OBS Studio website. Okay, I continue now then. Then, for example, we were saying that we will see how to do it in Twitch. So let's go to the Twitch page. Okay, and then let's imagine that, I mean, we have to be registered already. So go there, make your own account, and once you have your account, then go to your account details here on the top to the right corner, and there you will see channel, video producer, many things, and then you go to your settings, okay, that you have here on the right. When you go to your account, to personal account settings, Then here we go directly to the profile tab. You can change your profile here. And then we go to channel and videos. This is your channel. Okay? The first thing we see on this channel, I can put it a bit bigger, is primary string key. This is our connection key. Okay? It's very easy to find in YouTube. It's also very easy. So each one is a bit different, but it's quite easy because they actually want you to create content. So we go directly here and copy that. And then during your installation process that is asking, where do you want to stream? Then you can choose Twitch. And when it's asking your key, you will copy this key on that place. Then automatically the process, the installation process, will calculate some things like how much internet connection do you have, how big your CPU, and some other things, and then it automatically will be all installed. Okay, now let's go directly to OBS. So I'm going to DC again. All right. And here OBS. Okay, so this is our OBS screen at the moment that we go in for the first time. What we see, this black on the top, this is our screen. This is our output. This is what the people is going to see. Or if we are going to record a video, this is where the video that is going to be recorded is going to be. I prefer, instead to have this view, I prefer to have a little bit more professional one that is called studio mode. So if you go to the right button, more or less, then you see controls, start streaming, start recorder, studio mode. We are going to choose that one. Okay? Now then we have two screens. One is our preview, and the second one is the output. As I said before, it's the output that goes either to the stream or to the video if we are recording. Okay, so let's have a look to the full screen. What we have here is the preview, the output, and then let's go to the bottom part. On the left, we have scenes. This is our scenes from our program. It can be introduction, it can be presentation, it can be goodbye, it can be many things. I can have as many scenes as I want in my program. Here on the bottom, you can see plus, so I will add another scene, or I will take it away. And if I have many, I can go up and down the scenes. I can reorder. Sources. At the source here on plus, we have many sources. We will see that now. Okay, so these are all the sources that we can have. It's quite a lot. And it works the same on the top, on the bottom. Then here we have the audio mixer that we will have we will see how it works later on. Then we have to the right, we have scene transitions. This is the transition that I want to put like in between different scenes. Every time I change from one scene to another, I want to have a transition. So here there are several. We will learn this later too. And then the controls. that, as I said before, is start streaming, start recording, studio mode, settings. Here there are many settings, okay, that we will see at the end of this workshop, because it's better if we have some fun first. So, okay, let's start. Let's start our program. We are doing a program, testing and doing a program at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to rename this thing, and I'm going to start to say start. This is my start. Hello thing. Okay, so here I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to put here the title. So meanwhile the people is waiting or whatever, they can see something. It's not in black. Okay, so as you can see now, we have it in our preview, but it's not yet outside. If I want to change, I can do it very slowly like this, or I can just press transition and it goes directly. The transition, it will be depending of what I have defined it here. Okay, we will see that later. Okay, so start hello looks good. I'm going to do my presentation. Okay. Okay, good. So in my presentation, the first thing I want is like, I don't want the background to be black. So I'm going to do I'm going to make a source that it is color source. Okay. And then not white because it's also be boring. Okay. I have this green. That's good. Then I want to have, as it is my channel, and I'm going to have my channel, I want to have my logo. On this case, let's say BAS logo. Okay. But I don't want to have it there and not that big. So I'm going to put it here and smaller. But always there. Okay. And then I also want to put okay. I have a person here that is helping me when something following the lecture. So if you see me that sometimes I stop, it's because I am listening to him. It's not that I am forgetting that you are there. So now we put Piksel logo, for example. Okay, we browse. Now I'm browsing, and then I am going to my, this is what it looks like. You are not seeing how this pop up, but maybe I can change. Okay, now we have two logos. So now I'm going to put myself there. So I go here, video capture device. Okay, there I am. Okay. So I'm going to do something. A ver. ¿Qué no me deja este? No. We have to keep like this. Okay, so I am there. Now I want to see, for example, a website. So I can have a screen capture. As I have two screens, I will capture my second screen. Here I can say capture cursor or not. It means that if I want, my mouse can be seen or not. If I am doing a demo, for example, on how my web page works, then I want the cursor, mouse to be seen. But if I am doing a video that I don't want, for example, in Blender with moving my 3D object, then maybe I don't want the cursor being seen. So I will take it away. Okay, now we have it there. So let's use instead this, let's make the pixel page. Okay. So this is hiding all my things. So I'm going to put it down to order and to get the last, not the last, there, to be there. So now I can see my logo is here. Sorry. A ver. Pixel logo. I can adjust this thing if I want. For example, I can make another transition. So, okay. Then you see that I come back to the beginning. I go back to my website. For example, let's say that I want to also to show some image. I can show an image. Okay, for example, one image. Okay, I'm browsing again. Okay, I want to show this image, but not that big. Oh. Yeah, for example, what happened now is like I was actually taking another one. So if I mistake, but I want to get back to my original size, I just click on the right button in the mouse and then say fit to screen, and it will fit again. Okay, so let's go back to our image. No, and not again. A ver. Okay, there it is. And I can put this image here, for example. Okay, this one, as I say, now let's put everything. Okay. Screen capture. I can adjust as I like. Okay. Now we are having this. This I will put here. Okay. So now I'm going to bring a video. For example, this one that I already have got it. And then this video, sometimes I have to do a transition in order to see the video because it doesn't start playing till I don't say to play. So what we are going to do, and this is important if we want to have a video like the one I just showed, then we are going to make it loop. So it's all the time working. Okay, we have this video. It's a nice video. So what we want to do with this video is that we don't want this video to be like that. Okay, we want this video to apply some filters. So again, right button over the video, and then go to filters. Then I will apply here a chroma key. Okay, so we got this guy very happy in our web page. And now we can choose the size and everything. For example, I can also change to another page that I make it here ready. That is a little bit more lighted. So you see, I have to make the transition in order to get my last changes. Okay. Then now, for example, let's get a animated GIF. I can say here, this is GIF. Again, the same, I need to put it in loop, otherwise it will not come. So transition, okay, we have it there. Okay, or we can have it like that. Okay, so we do this. If we do the transition, we will see this. And another thing is like I don't want to have a fixed image, but I want to have a slide image. I have an image slideshow, and this, okay, here I can add files or I can add a directory, a folder, which is quite good. So I just say all the folder images, that is where I have all my images to be shown. But what happened is like what I have to say here too is instead automatic aspect ratio, we say the ratio that we have in our screen. In this case is 1920 by 1080. So it can be whatever you have in your. So okay, so we can this put it here, and maybe we can make it like that. Okay, so we will have that transition. Well, this is more or less a small. I mean, there are more things, but it's quite similar. Sometimes you can capture one screen or you can capture one application. Or, I mean, this is just for you now to play with it. Important to understand that there are some filters, and the filters is something that you can play a lot with that. Now I just make a small stop. Opa. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to share the screen in DC, not share the application. Es que es this. Es que no puedo. Okay, we are here again. Bueno, we continue now. So we have the audio mixer here that is where all the, for example, if I will have here a media source, okay, then you see that here is starting the sound for it. So you can control that. You can control it here in the tools, and this will come for everything. You didn't. Here there is a pop-up where you can see all the advanced audio properties. For example, if you here in this media source, it has no sound. That's why it's not possible to go in, and this has no sound either. If we want to add a microphone, then we go here, and also there is an audio input capture. Okay, then it will ask, there is another pop-up that it says, I'm saying, there is another pop-up that then we can see there. I know that you cannot see it, but you will see when you make it yourself. And there you can see all the microphones that you have, and then you choose the one you like to use. Okay, so at the scene transitions, as I say, you can be by cut, by fade, for example. A ver, let's get this out. For example, if we see the transition, now we have put fade. Okay, and then here we can say that it stays for millisecond, for example. And then if we say the transition here, you see the fading is very soft. Now we can do the fade in, the fade again. Okay. Okay. So here, for example, there is another funny thing that we go to Stinger, no sé cómo. Then we can go here to properties, and then there is a new pop-up that I know that you are not seeing this pop-up, but there is a pop-up there that it permits me to get a file. So I get a very short file, video file, and I can play with that, and I can say that this is my transition between scenes. How this works? But let's say, for example, every time I do a transition, now you see, I put that video as my transition. So if I want to make a channel with my name or whatever, but then I just put this as a transition there in transitions. The rest of the transition are very similar to what you can do in any program, animation program or something. So this one is like the more fun of it. Okay. Then we have the controls. We are getting closer to what we want to do. But I'm going to take out the media source. Okay. here because it's disturbing me a bit. Okay, the controls. So start streaming, for example. Bueno, first I need to go to the settings to tell everything where to start streaming, where to start recording. Okay, so let's go to settings. Then we have general settings, that is English. You can choose the language, you can choose the theme, you can have also a different themes. I like the dark, but okay. Then you have some output. All this is also in a pop-up. You have the output. I mean, in general terms, you don't have to touch anything because it's all automatically done. Now let's go to the second option in this pop-up, that is the string. Okay, so the string is on this case we're going to use to say Twitch, and then we have a string key that I am going to copy from our channel, from my channel. Copy. Okay, I have that. Then my output, if I keep on settings, and then on settings I have another one that is called another option, output. The output, in general terms, there is like a streaming output that the video rate is usually to 4,500 kilobytes per second, and we don't go into the encoder audio bit rate or anything. We just keep what it is there. And the recording, we can do a streaming or recording. So we have to tell also the program the recording path. On this case, it's at home, Maite, but you can say a second hard disk, external hard disk, whatever. If you want to record a video, for example, I have MKV as the default format, but you can choose MP4, okay, or MOV or whatever. MOV, for example, is very heavy, so if you don't it takes a lot of hard disk and it's more difficult for the machine to generate. So if you don't have a very good machine or not so powerful, then it's better that you do it in MP4. That's the recommendation. Okay, then you can go to audio, to the tab audio in the settings, and then you will have general, that is a sample rate and channels. You don't touch that. Devices, here you have desktop audio, desktop audio 2, microphone audio 2, microphone audio 3, microphone audio 4. Desktop audio, it is recommended to get it disabled because otherwise you will hear everything when you are typing on or everything. If you don't need it if you are doing a lecture. For the mic, then here, if you go to it appears all the options that you have. Okay, all the microphones that you have connected to your computer or to your sound card. So then you just choose whatever you want, and you can have several. Okay, and the rest of the things don't touch. Okay, maximum thing you can do is in advanced monitoring device. There you can choose from where the output of your audio goes. But the rest of the variables, only if you are an expert you can change. Otherwise, it's not recommended because it works very well. If we go to the tab video, then we will see that it's asking for the resolution of our canvas and the resolution of the output in case we want to scale. On this case, for example, I have by default the resolution of my screen. Okay. Then we have hotkeys that is in case you want to start streaming, stop streaming, or whatever, and you want to say, okay, I start streaming if I press S. I stop streaming if I press double S, or if I press A, whatever. Then these are hotkeys. When you will be more expert, then you can use it. Okay. And then we had advanced, the advanced options that actually I will not touch it either. Okay, so the most important tabs here to touch is stream, where you decide which platform for streaming you are going to use. Output, where you decide where are you going to record your video when you say start recording video. Then you have your audio, where you say which microphones are you going to use. Microphone one, microphone two. And where do you want, on which device do you want to monitor your output, the output of your video and the video. Okay, so it's kind of easy when you go in. Okay, so we are back here, and then for example, we are in our scenes. We are back to our scenes. So now what I want to do is like to put a video on my screen, but not when I play, only when I play the video, no all the time. Okay, because this, for example, okay, this I'm going to eliminate. Transition. Okay, so now I'm going to make here another one that is video one, starting video one. So I want this video to start only when I say video one entering the, so I don't want that to be all the time. So it's media source, can say here video one. Okay, and I see that is here, and I don't want that there. So I go inside, right button, transform, fit to screen. Okay, so it's, so if I am here, I can say properties. I can go to the properties. So what I am saying here, there is a pop-up, okay, where I am saying not to play in loop and only restart. I mean to start again when it is active. Okay, so we have the video there. And then we will do another scene that we are going to name it like ending and goodbye. Okay. So then in this one, I am going to say Okay, I want first a color, for example, or I want to say thanks. So I put this image, an image there. A ver, is here. But there is something more. I want to say, where do you have to go? For example, for the at the Jitsi, okay? Because now we will be all of us at Jitsi. So you can start doing executing your program at home in your computer, and then we can see all together. So I put here my text and say, see you there. It is a pop-up that is coming. Okay, and then I change the color. All right.
Is on.
Un momento. Okay, I'm going to select another color. Properties. Want to make it a little bit better. Or wrap. Okay. Maybe a little smaller. Okay, so this can be my transition. So thank you for being there. Apologize for some small technical problems. I want to explain to you that because we are working with we are explaining OBS, we cannot uh, work with OBS. So we are today transmitting by another program that is called Ditsy that actually is not done. It's just a video conference program, so it's not actually done to make such a complex presentation. So that's why we had this small problems. Even though I hope that it had works for you, and I hope that you understood a little bit how the program works. Thank you very much. Let's see at this meet. Goodbye. Hello. We have the chat here where we can write down questions. And also you can, I mean, if you want to put your microphone, we can be with the microphone. I mean, I can hear you. I can hear your. Espérate.